As you have learned, pathogens are everywhere, and fresh produce can become contaminated in a variety of ways. In this video, you will learn how fresh produce can become contaminated through harvest container and tools. Like everything else, harvest containers and tools have to be kept clean. Imagine you have a water bottle and you use it every day to drink water, but you never clean the water bottle. Can you imagine the enormous amount of pathogens that may develop because of the lack of cleaning? Pathogens that are present in the environment or on your body could be transferred to the bottle and could make you sick. Well, the same thing could happen to fresh produce if harvest containers and tools aren't kept properly stored, cleaned, and sanitized. Risk will differ with containers and tools based on the kind of fresh produce and the type and age of the container or tool and how they are handled. The risk will also vary based on how the container and tool is used. It is critical that containers and storage components is made from substances that are not toxic. They should be able to be used over and over again with routine cleaning and handling. As a grower, you should have a documented, regularly scheduled cleaning program for your harvest containers and tools. There may also be a need for a sanitizing process based on the varying risks involved. Make sure that all sanitizers are labeled and appropriate for their intended use and do not cause further risk or contamination of the fresh produce. Damaged containers should be thrown out, especially those with major wear and tear. Fragments from damaged containers can certainly cause a contamination risk for fresh produce. All containers and tools should be stored in areas that are clean and removed from any materials that could cause contamination. It is best if containers are off the ground to present the risk of pests or rodents during storage. All containers and tools should be checked for contamination before they are used. Take a look at the diagram for some good tips on the potential for contamination for harvest containers and tools. Pathogen contamination can occur from animal fecal matter, solid containers, incorrect cleaning procedures of harvest containers or tools, and cleaning with contaminated water. Synthetic or chemical contamination can occur when tools and containers contain toxic chemical substances. Accidental spilling of pesticides, fertilizers, or other chemicals creates a potential hazard for contamination, as well as utilizing the unlabeled or inappropriate products to clean or sanitize tools and containers. Finally, certain materials can cause contamination, such as scraps from broken containers or tools, splinter fragments, or nails from wooden materials. Damaged packaging can be a risk along with pest or rodent contamination that can occur when containers and tools are stored. Please make sure to watch out for all these different high-risk situations as you are conducting daily farm procedures. Take a look at the following to learn about some best practices for low risk of contamination in harvest tools and containers. All packing materials need to be of adequate sanitary design. These materials should be a part of the documented inspection upon arrival to ensure they are appropriate for their intended use. Components of all containers and packaging materials should be non-toxic and appropriate for handling fresh produce. Observe that containers and packaging materials are stored in a way that reduces risk. Using the same containers for harvesting and packing may increase the risk of soil or other field hazards to be present in the final product. Care needs to be taken to avoid this potential hazard during harvest and packing. In this way, fresh produce is not mixed with soil, fertilizer, or any other contaminants that can be found in the harvesting areas. A liner could be used for any reused packaging that cannot be cleaned effectively. As a grower, there should be documentation of your cleaning and sanitizing of containers, packing equipment, and holding activities. Following these best practice guidelines will ensure that all harvest containers and tools will help minimize risk for contamination in your farming operation.